Switzerland conjures up many scenes: mountains, cows, secretive bankers, but above all, chocolate.
Lindt is facing harder competition, more aggressive competition around the world.
I think consumers generally want a more bespoke experience than they have done historically, and you can see, major brands are under pressure.
The chocolates roll off the production lines here at the Lindt & Sprüngli chocolate factory outside Zurich. Easter is a peak chocolate eating moment. But there's a dark cloud hanging over this industry. Global chocolate consumption is stagnating. Consumers in advanced economies want healthier lives and less sugar. Like beer drinkers, they are turning more to local boutique or craft makers, not industrial scale producers. Where future growth will come in chocolate is not clear. Switzerland invented milk chocolate in the late 19th century. That's where those cows come in. It had an excess of milk and of innovative engineers such as the Sprüngli family or Philippe Souchard. Chocolate is an important part of the image Switzerland presents to the world. The big question now is, how is Swiss chocolate going to grow in the future?
The Swiss premium chocolate manufacturers are facing quite a lot of challenges. The hard discounters in general, putting some aggressive pricing pressure. Healthy snacking coming from the US, with as well some pressure on the chocolate consumption. The stagnating markets in the past years due to some price hikes in the past. And I would add as well the significant move into online.
We already gained, a good market share today. And Europe, we have already a good market share, and in the rest of the world, we are now starting as well to expand. But in all those markets, the share is not that high. We have still lots of headroom to grow from where we are now up to, I don't say 100%, but it's still a lot of possibilities we have there to gain share, additional share to what we have now.
So far, Lindt & Sprüngli has looked crisis-proof. Sales were up 6% last year. In Germany, sales were up 10%. That was a much faster pace of expansion than the chocolate market overall. But Lindt faces threats. Italian rival Ferrero Rocher is stronger in emerging markets, including China. Lindt's US operations are underperforming, with management still looking to improve the performance of the Russell Stover chocolate company it bought in 2014. Across on the other side of Switzerland, there's a harder struggle going on. Nestlé is the world's largest food and drinks company. It's famous for Kit Kats, but it has missed out on the boom in premium chocolate.
Certainly in North America, they lack scale. They're a weak number 4, and I presume that business will ultimately be sold. And then the question is, what are they going to do with their other big businesses, such as Brazil? They have a big business which isn't maybe firing on all cylinders, as well as in the UK, where they obviously took over Rantry quite a few years ago. So there's a potential that maybe quite a bit of it is disposed. Now, of course, remember they have that Kit Kat brand. That's probably almost 3 billion Swiss francs, a huge brand globally. Whether they would get rid of that, I'm not so sure. But certainly, I think they'll continue to focus on developing the premium end of the market. That's where the growth is.
And there is another threat. Small craft shops have the potential to disrupt.
Our chocolate is just fresh, and why is it like this? So we make our chocolate from the beginning, when we start with the beans, until you can buy the chocolate in our stores. There are just a few days in between. We have excellent confiseurs, so it's just the handmade stuff, and we have it's one like watches. It's very important for us that we have good people who wants to live and celebrate the job as a chocolatier. And I think that's something which is very important for us.
This is a product we are famous for in Switzerland because we do this, everything is made by hand. If you see this decoration, we do everything by hand, and we color it by hand, and we use very old molds. We still have it from my grandfather. So this one is a limited edition. We make 150 of these big ones, and all of them are decorated differently.
It's hard to resist this really expensive Swiss dark chocolate. The makers say it has a higher cocoa content and less sugar, so it's healthier, which is a nice thing to believe. It's also ironic, given that Switzerland invented milk chocolate. But as the world moves towards healthier lifestyles, the chocolate makers here in Switzerland know that to survive, they have to keep coming up with something new and exciting.